Death appears constantly within music. Most of the time it's just a lyric, a metaphor, part of the performance. But sometimes an artist can describe the exact age, location, or circumstances of their death years before it even happens. One musician dreamed about dying in a specific city during a specific weekend. Another predicted the exact age he would die. So without further ado, these are 10 artists who predicted their own deaths. Number 10. John Lennon. Across his music, John Lennon left behind eerie references to death, guns, and living on borrowed time. But one of the most direct warnings came from someone he's never met. During a documentary filmed in 1969, Lennon read a letter from a fan who claimed to have contacted a spirit through a Ouija board. The spirit warned Lennon that someone would try to assassinate him. Then the spirit identified itself. It claimed to be Brian Epstein. Epstein was the Beatles' former manager, the man who discovered the group and helped turn the Beatles into international stars. But here's what's creepy. Brian Epstein died 2 years earlier from a drug overdose. 11 years after Lennon read that letter, Lennon was assassinated. The assassination happened on December 8th, 1980. And the supposed warning came from a dead man who helped John Lennon's career to begin with.
Dear Mr. Lennon, from information I received while using a Ouija board, I believe that there will be an attempt to assassinate you. The spirit that gave me this information was Brian Epstein.
Number 9. Oliver Tree. On June 14, 2026, Oliver Tree died when 2 helicopters collided over Brazil. He was 32 years old. Less than 4 months earlier, Oliver Tree released a music video called Flowers. In the video, he stands on a staircase between 2 helicopters as the stairs rise towards the sky. The song includes the words, quote, "Put flowers on my tombstone," unquote. Months later, it was not 1 helicopter that killed him, it was 2, the exact number surrounding him in the music video. Number 8. Mikey Welsh. Former band member Mikey Welsh posted an extremely specific and eerie message on Twitter. Quote, "Dreamt I died in Chicago next weekend. Heart attack in my sleep. Need to write my will today." Minutes later, he corrected his prediction. Correction, the weekend after next. That correct weekend, Mikey failed to check out of his hotel room, and when employees went up, he was dead. Investigators suspected that drugs were involved, meaning the heart attack detail was never clearly confirmed. But the rest of the prediction was there. He predicted Chicago. He predicted that he would die in his sleep. And when his original date was wrong, he corrected it to the exact weekend his body would be discovered. Number 7. XXXTentacion. Before X was murdered, he wrote and directed a music video showing his own funeral. In the video for Sad, he enters a church and approaches an open casket. Inside it was his own dead body. The corpse suddenly wakes up, grabs him, and begins fighting him. The video was filmed while X was still alive, but soon after shooting his music video, he was shot and killed during a robbery in Florida. 10 days later, the music video showing his funeral was released. That same day, X's real private funeral was taking place. During the same time his family was burying him in real life, millions of people were watching a music video of his funeral. Number 6. The Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls left behind more than just disturbing album titles. During a 1994 interview, he said, quote, "I think somebody is trying to kill me," unquote. He admitted that the thought made him paranoid and scared. His first album title was Ready to Die. Before his murder, he completed his second album. He called it Life After Death. It contained songs titled Somebody's Gotta Die, My Downfall, and You're Nobody Till Somebody Kills You. And on March 9th, 1997, Biggie was shot and killed inside a car in Los Angeles. 16 days later, Life After Death was released. His career began with Ready to Die, and it ended with Life After Death. Number 5. Juice WRLD. The 27 Club is a name given to famous musicians who died at the age of 27. Its members include Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, and many more. But in his song Legends, Juice WRLD asked, What's the 27 Club? We Ain't Making It Past 21. The song was released in 2018, and on December 2nd, 2019, Juice WRLD turned 21. 6 days later, he suffered a fatal medical emergency at Chicago's Midway Airport. He never made it past 21. Number 4, Aaliyah. 1 month before her death, Aaliyah described her favorite dream during a newspaper interview. She described it saying, "It began in darkness. Someone was following me. I was terrified. Then suddenly I lifted off the ground and floated away." She described herself as free and weightless before saying, quote, "Nobody can reach me, nobody can touch me." 1 month later, Aaliyah boarded a small plane in the Bahamas. It crashed seconds after takeoff. Was Aaliyah's dream just a dream, or was it a warning? Number 3, Jim Morrison. In 1970, 2 of rock music's biggest stars died only weeks apart. Jimi Hendrix died at 27, and then Janis Joplin died at 27. After their deaths, Jim Morrison began making a disturbing comment to his drinking companions. Quote, "You're drinking with number 3, unquote. At the time, it sounded like a dark joke, but then less than 1 year later, Morrison was found dead in a bathtub in Paris. He was also 27 years old. Just as he predicted, he became number 3. Number 2, Bob Marley. According to a story later repeated about Bob Marley, Bob was only 24 years old when he entered a bar. Bob was only 24 years old when he entered a bar and told his drinking companions, quote, "I know I'm gonna die at 36, unquote. He didn't say he feared dying young, he just told them an exact age. Years later, doctors discovered Bob Marley had a rare form of cancer. Bob Marley died on May 11, 1981. He was exactly 36 years old. Number 1, Tupac. Tupac repeatedly spoke as if he knew he was going to die young. According to rapper Smooth B, Tupac once looked directly at him and said, quote, "I ain't gonna live past 25, unquote. Smooth tried to convince him that he had an entire future ahead of him, but Tupac refused to believe it. He reportedly said that he had already seen how his life would end, and in 1996, Tupac died after being shot in Las Vegas. He was exactly 25 years old. Maybe these were predictions, maybe they were just coincidences, but that's what makes this very disturbing. None of the words sounded supernatural back when the artists were alive. They were just lyrics, just dreams, just ordinary comments made during conversations. Then the artist died, and people started listening again. The recordings never change, but their meanings had. And somewhere out there, an artist may have already recorded the line people will replay when that artist is gone.